Gears. The general rule for changing gear is that you change up through the gears as the speed of the car increases and down when you need more power from the engine, for example when climbing a hill or pulling away at low speed. The gears determine the amount of power available. First gear provides the most power but the least potential for speed, whilst fifth gear, which provides the least power, allows the greatest range of speed. When used correctly, the gears allow the road speed of the vehicle to be matched to the engine speed, ensuring the engine works as efficiently as possible. You only change to a lower gear when you've reached the speed at which you wish to continue. We refer to this action as brakes to slow and gears to go. When you want to slow down, use the foot brake. You only need to change to a lower gear when you need the accelerator again to drive the car. This means that you may sometimes miss out gears, for example by changing from fourth to second gear. This method is called selective or block gear changing. There are also times when you might selectively change up, having used a lower gear for better acceleration. Palming method. To operate the gear lever, we use a method known as palming. You can practice this when the car is stationary and the engine is switched off, but make sure that you keep the clutch pedal pressed down to the floor. To select first gear, place your left hand onto the gear lever, palm away from you. Cup your hand around the gear lever and move it across to the left and forward. To move from first to second gear, keep your hand on the gear lever, palm away from you. Apply slight pressure to the left and move the gear lever straight back. Now, move your hand so that your palm is facing you, cupping the gear lever. Move the gear lever forward, allow it to spring into neutral, then move it forward to select third gear. Keeping your hand in the same position, move the gear lever straight back to select fourth gear. To select fifth gear, keep your hand in the same position and move the gear lever forwards, across to the right, and forwards. When to change gear. You'll know when to change gear by listening to the tone of the engine as the speed of the car increases. Your instructor will help you with this during your lesson, and you will eventually learn to recognize it yourself. When you change gear, make sure that it's a safe place, and don't try to change gear when you need to use two hands to steer the car. How to change gear. Ease off the gas pedal, and then press the clutch pedal down to the floor. The two actions are almost simultaneous. Select the gear required by palming the gear lever into position with your left hand. Keep your eyes on the road as you do this. Return your left hand to the steering wheel and then release the clutch pedal in one smooth action just before reapplying pressure to the gas pedal. Again, the two actions are almost simultaneous. You should practice changing gear until you can recognize when to change gear, and you're able to smoothly coordinate your hand and foot movements whilst looking well ahead.